let's get back in. We are going to go straight up to Queen Zephyr here in Shevat. If you missed the first half of the stream, we climbed a big old tower, which was actually a space tube on its side. And it was just going straight up, and we hopped on a little monorail that instead of going side to side went straight up, and then we fought a couple bosses, and then we kept going up, and then we fought another boss, and then we kept going up, and then we did some platforming, and then we kept going up, and now we're here. Going up. Whoa. Overworld vibes. Shevat lower floor in the central dock entrance. Entrance to Shevat Palace. That's the same opening of the game. Music box. That cracked and fell sideways, and Shaitan was like, oh shit. Old capital of Shevat, Afel Aura. Alright, we'll go to the palace, because that's where Queenie is. Really cool place. Holy crap. No! Not a whole army of choo-choos. Are you the newcomers from the outside? Maria isn't with you? From here on, I cannot allow you to freely enter or leave. I'm sorry. Okay. Then we're not going here yet. Music's crazy. I don't want to leave. Wow. Really, really, really sweet. Okay. Old capital of Shevat. I don't think I want to... I apologize. I got a little distracted by dinner being on the horizon. Maria had said to me something about walking around. She went over this way. Gonna go to where she was. Oh, look at this place. Wow. Look at that green.
This Sabesen is developed by my father at the Research Institute in Solaris. I just turned 5 years old at that time. I had no clue what was happening. Using me as a hostage, they forced my father to continue his research. But he never showed his pain or sorrow in front of me. He always smiled and said, "Don't worry, Maria. Sabesen will be by your side to protect you." 5 years ago, that day when I fell behind in our escape, my father protected me and ended up being left behind.
Good song.
My father's voice, his smiles are leaving me. They're far away, becoming obscure. I believed it never happened. I swore I'd never forget. But now the only connection between my father and me is this Sabesen. I'll save my father someday. I'll bring back my father's smile. Sabesen and I will do it. I swear. I swear. I shouldn't have told you such a bizarre story. It has nothing to do with you. It'll take a bit more time to inspect Sibzen. Please go up there and take a look around town.
Well, talking about servicing, it's not like we know everything about Sibzen. Realistically, all we can do is check for abnormalities and do simple repairs. Don't worry, I'll also take a look at your gears later. This is such a monster. Maria's father designed something really extraordinary. I hear he's a Solaris scientist, but I still respect him. He proved to me a genius really exists. They say the fight between you and Sibzen was well matched. Amazing. There are still people from the surface that can do all that. Well, no sweat. If we all work together, we can teach Solaris a thing or two. Maybe. Cool. Cool. Wahoo. I will go up. All right. Let's go to the old capital. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, we rarely have visitors from the surface. Welcome to the wandering city in the sky, Hafel Aura. Wow, he's giving us the grand tour. This city used to be the capital of Shevat, an independent liberal country that fought against Solaris. A place that turns yesterday's tears into tomorrow's smiles. That's what they called this city a long time ago. But now, well, those hopes and despairs have been worn away long ago. Probably the only things that remain are the echoes of resentment. Beautiful. You might be able to find something that can solve your troubles and sadness, but fate can be cruel sometimes. And don't forget that. That stone plate floating there is called a stepping stone. It moves with people on it. Try and get on it and then talk to the stone. It'll be glad to give 3 of you a ride. Cool. Another place where I think it's rude to run. Is that a big dog? Sure is. Huge dog. Wow. I mean, this is crazy. Door? Oh? This? Well, who would have figured? If Choo Choo saw this, she'd probably faint out of pure happiness.
There's a rumor that the secret room of the Sage of Shevat is hidden somewhere in this town. I wonder if it's true.
What?
That's strange. You smell like soil and trees. Yes, you do. Long ago, the Choo Choo tribe lived in the woods. With no interference, yes, they did. I wonder if someday we could ever return to the land and live in the woods again. Ah, guest! Oh, it's been a while. Welcome, welcome. It'd be great if you bought lots and lots of them.
Oh, Choo Choo. Choo Choo, dude.
Thank you. Come again. I'll give you a discount next time.
They're so beautiful. These are wonderful things that no one else sells. Yes, they are. It's a very important treasure of the Choo Choo. I can't sell it to you. Sorry. Please go to the counter if you'd like to buy something. Thank you.
I hear the sage in Shevat did some research on the Choo Choo tribe's tradition. Yes, he did. It's a lot of work. Even the old generations of the Choo Choo tribe don't know many things about it. Floating rock back there will take you to the wonderful plaza. Aqua Paradise, yes it will. Sometimes it's good to get away from reality and forget the cares of the world. Yes it is.
I like people in Shevat because they're all nice. They treat Choo Choos the same as themselves. Yes, they do. But I heard people on the land are all scary. They lie, say awful things, hurt, and kill each other. I'm wrong, right? They are all nice people, right?
Not necessarily. Everyone's not necessarily kind and good.
I see. I hope everyone understands each other and lives happily together someday. Yes, I do. You're awfully straightforward. I like it. I'll give you this.
Thanks.
The guys in Solaris pestered the Choo Choo tribe who'd lived on this star from the beginning. So Gramps and Grandma's escaped with the people of Shevat. Yes, she did. But most of the Choo Choos couldn't escape and were killed. Those guys ate them. Yes, they did. That reminds me. I'm hungry. Yes, I am. I just remembered I haven't had lunch yet. Forget the guardian god of legend. Nobody believes such fairy tales in this day and age. No, no. If a great big guardian god existed, he'd have beaten Solaris to death a long time ago. Yes, he would. Just a bunch of optimistic, happy guys. What are we to do about him?
Oh, cool. Dynamite rod. So we don't want silver blood because we're getting ether down on the one that we currently have. Oh, here we go. Nice. Dude was asleep. Still is. Alright, I'm in on Choo Choo now. I talked about it before. I had trust issues regarding another giant pink character that joined on a team out of nowhere. I don't think anybody can blame me for that. Yeah, we want to keep this black snake. Because it's just helpful. Do. I want to talk to this guy. Whap.
The angel stood watch as the night ended. Twilight nodded off in the arms of a lost child from 500 years ago, and the sea serpent swallowed the dark. A wise Gramps taught me that a long time ago. Don't know what it is, though. Maybe a spell. Yep, maybe it is.
Do you want to go down? Yeah, sure. You can't be reusing this music. This is triggering. Triggering music to reuse? Yes. I'm listening, dear. It reminds me of the good old days.
This is the place you and I met for our first date, isn't it? Oh, I recall that on that day, you, dear, read me a poem that you said you wrote, all by yourself. Well, I thought it funny that such a romantic still exists in our day and age, but I was delighted by it. Nothing has changed here. Truly important things can't be taken away by anyone.
Sweet.
Woohoo! I'm in the fountain! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm desecrating the ancient fountain of Shevat!
Get me out of here. Cool.
The people in this city had dreamed of going down to the land again for a long time. They dreamed of the day when they could go down to the free world after fleeing from Solaris. I have a hunch the day may not be too far away.
This city's been wandering the sky like this for 500 years. Just watching the ever-changing countries, the world, and those who appeared and disappeared. The people in Shevat lost power, so that's all they could do. Being able to observe may have been a reward for those people here. You might be right.
This place is awesome. And it's such a cool, like, payoff for the first time we saw it, like 30 hours ago, right?
After all, pain only causes more pain and sadness. How come those guys up there don't understand such a simple thing? Just relax. Have fun fishing, like that sage who disappeared. Do you like fishing?
Yeah.
I see. Then do you want to try catching some fish in the plaza? Fishing is prohibited there though. I have some good thread. Want it for 50G?
Yeah, sure.
Here you go. Thanks. Try hanging a line in the center of the plaza. You'll catch a fish if you're good.
Received spiderweb. When it flew over you while you were shipwrecked and you were like, are we getting beamed up to the UFO? Yeah. I thought that's what was gonna happen. Hear a story.
Oh, we heard that.
I do. All right, let's try catching a fish. Is this the plaza? Come on, Ellie. Oh, cool. Are you sure we can catch fish? I mean, even without bait? The fish is biting. Reel it in. Okay, here we go. I did it! I can't believe it. Now open your mouth and let me see it. I found it. This is it. Dark rock. Released the fish that was caught. Don't act like I'm supposed to know what dark rock is. Dark rock. A black colored stone. Okay. Sure. Do you think there's other things? Dark rock has been received already. Okay, no, that's it. Do you want to go up? Yep. Interesting. Okay, well, we did it. I don't know quite what we did, but we did it. What's up, Choo Choo and the Choo Choo gang? Does anybody want this dark rock? I'm out of here. Naming our Choo 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 in retrospect is kind of messed up. Like naming your talking dog dog. Whoa. Hello and welcome. As you can see, the Deep Sea Bros is open. It's just that we aren't doing any business right now. I want to talk to you. Look at these birds. They've forgotten how to fly during the long history of evolution. We humans are the same. We threw away our broken wings and forgot how to fly. But I doubt it'll end like this. We'll remember the sky again, someday. Running into the deep, vast blue sky forever. That day will come again. Don't you think so? If you want to do some thinking quietly, turn the light down by pushing the box's switch located in the back. Okay? That was good. Insert 20 gold. Oh. Oh. Oh! You gotta go Valley of the Wind. Yup. Bum 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 do do do. Thanks for everything, buddy. You enjoy yourself, all right? Why do humans hate and hurt each other? Everyone lives under the same blue sky. Will there ever be any relief from the pain of losing what was precious to us? When will it be the day we can understand what all of this loneliness and sorrow was for? In short, we may be repeating the same mistake we made 500 years ago. Right, no, of course. I'm not underselling the jukebox. I love a good jukebox. It's one of my favorite things. Like the Kirby game is always having a sound test is so cool. I think it was just, I already did it in Keyslave with Big Joe. I already got my jukebox catharsis moment with the music disc. It was a little more expected this time around. Aside from, you know, it just being there.
Hello, surface people. Look at this picture. Yep, that's me and my wife a long time ago. It may be hard to believe, but there was a time when we were young too, full of dreams and hopes. My wife died 2 years ago, so I asked the people in the world below to bury her ashes in the earth. My time will also come soon. Could you young people bury my ashes in the earth for me too? I'm tired of waiting and believing. I want to rest in peace in the earth.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
But I was wondering what it would be like to live without getting old like Queen Zephyr. What has she seen and heard for the past 500 years? Did what she see and hear really bring her happiness? Well, that I don't know.
This country's been through a lot. We no longer have enough strength to fight Solaris. You people from the world below should go to the royal palace. Queen Zephyr will listen to your wishes and show you the way. You may be the new hope for those who are against Solaris.
Let's go down.
Yeah, this place rules.
What's the use of having a gear if there's no one to ride on it? The only gear that needs maintenance is Maria's gear, which is hardly ever used. Well, to be honest with you, we don't have any chance in this fight. Unless a miracle happens. That battle was probably settled at the point where they let her escape in that war 500 years ago.
This store's about to be closed. Gears aren't needed in this town except for the Queen's troops. Please take a look. We no longer have much business, but all the items are our pride and joy. Cool? K35, 3500. Cool. Little 12-4 action. RX Metal, 500. Man, this is... I was not planning for this. I was not planning to spend this much. We should definitely get this. I don't know if he... Well... I mean, Bart's my guy. Chrono Rod. That's cool. Fun place to get something called a Chrono Rod, too. Prevents pilot confusion. I think I'm good for now. Thank you. If you need anything, please stop by again. We'll try to help you as much as we can. No, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that better engine. Because engine output equates to damage, right? Hang on. It doesn't say. Gear's current attack force is all that's listed under attack. Yeah, it does also say based on how many times and in what combination each button was pressed during battle. So we have been doing it the right way. I don't know who that is. Attack level, fuel gauge, battle command, status effects, attack, ether machine, charge, special weapons, booster, weapons, Cobra Cracker. Dude, look at that shot of Billy, man. Holy. He's so cool. He's the coolest guy ever. Armor, defense, beams, ether amplifier, frame HP, engine output. Abbreviations used in menus. Doesn't say. That's okay. I definitely want to get more output, because I think that's what it means. I don't really have much money left, but that's okay. They don't have equipment or materials like Solaris does. What the hell do they want us to do? Damn it! We aren't at a disadvantage when it comes to technology and ideas. I love all the blueprints just scattered around like crazy. So cool. Yeah, the cowboy boots, man. He's awesome. He's so cool. Alright. Whoa! 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 Unlocked frame rate? They just unlocked it here because they just didn't expect anybody to actually be able to move. This is the end of the city. If you're not leaving yet, you'd better turn back. Oh, so you're waiting to meet up with Maria. Yeah, that's right. If that's the case, then under there is a house that no one lives in anymore. Maria often used to go there and sit all alone in the second floor of that house and think about things. Why don't you check out the place and see what you can find while you wait for her there? Alright? It's like that one strip of land in Mizurna Falls where you could just gun it. Look at Maria's blocks and doll, and look at this place. How cute. Second floor, eh? Nothing here yet. Here we go. Whoa. This is... They were killed by Solaris. Ah, to hell with them. Found a child's memory from long ago, but nobody could take that away. Aww. I hear it too, Misha. Zeal music? We're fighting over lives, aren't we? And at times involving those that have nothing to do with this struggle. Damn it! All you want is to win? Don't you care about anything else?
There are a lot of people who don't care if they hurt others. So this is where you all are. The Queen said this house was destroyed in the Great War 500 years ago. This house has been kept like this on purpose, as a reminder of the war. Thank you for waiting. Please come to the palace with me.
Hey, wait! Disagreeable squirt.
Let's go toward the palace, shall we? Cool. Wait, is Maria about to come back in the room too? Did I accidentally? Oh no, okay. I was gonna say, did I trigger the whole thing again? Nobody could take that away. I for sure hear it. Looks like it can be opened. Truth reflecting mirror. God damn it, not another one of these. Ellie? Oh, she's cheering? Oh, she can dance? What the hell? She's climbing? Oh, now she's thinking. It's kind of fun. Let's do Bart's. Can we get a Bart thumbs up from this? No, he's got like a think. He's got a nod. Nothing else. In the ladder climb. Cool. Well, there's another existential crisis mirror. I'm assuming we can go out where that old man said, and that would just bring us to the overworld map. Yeah. Imagine if we just fell. Entrance to Shevat Palace. Shaving my head was more of a battle than I thought it would be. I'm sorry. When I would shave my head, I used to shave it down with just the razor or like a clipper set and then sit in the shower with my phone and bick the rest of my hair and get like a real razor shave.
This way, please.
I mean, we should follow her, but at the same time, look at how cool this place is, dude. We should follow her, though. It's rude not to. It was rude to do even what I did. First swipe and all the hair went down my shirt. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That sucks. Is that Wiseman? You're finally here. Where have you been? What? Why are you here? I've told you before. I learned martial arts with your father in Shevat. The queen is waiting. Go ahead.
Please come in.
Here we go, folks. Gosh, look how cool. Wow.
Thank you for coming such a long way. I am the Queen of Shevat, Zephyr.
Thank you for coming. What is this? It's just a kid.
I may appear to be like this, but I am actually 522 years old.
522? Is that really possible?
Yes. I, and a select few of the vassals, have undergone some special life-extending treatments. We were required to continue living until that final day approaches, because of one man. To continue living, this is our atonement for that tragedy 500 years ago. Let us discontinue this discussion of the past. I've heard many things about all of you from Wiseman. Wiseman has been conducting his operations on the surface under my orders to keep an eye on that man's activities. Also, he was ordered to bring anyone from the surface who would be of help to us to Shevat. 500 years ago, we fought against Solaris for the freedom of the land dwellers. Even after that, we continue to resist Solaris, although we are short of any real power. Land dwellers, can you find it in your heart to help us? We must free mankind from the grasps of Solaris. We must gain true freedom and build a peaceful world to live in.
Something's not right here. This fight for independence from a tyrant, the battle for freedom? I see. You make it seem like your intentions are noble. In reality, though, maybe you're no different from Solaris. Anyway, I'm too busy with trying to take Ave back from that bastard Shakan. Hate to break it to you, but I don't have the time.
You are apparently nothing like the calm and quiet Rani Fatima, Bart. Yet you are so similar to Rani at the same time. There is logic behind what you say, though. However, I tell no lie when I say we are doing this purely for the future of the land dwellers. If you still cannot believe us, then defeat Solaris, gain back the independence of the land dwellers, and then see if we embrace the heavens together. The pretexts of the past, the discord between nations, why be concerned at such a small scale? You must look at the bigger picture. It should do you some good if you rest in the palace and think about it. You must think about what you ought to do. But remember, Solaris has been quite active lately, so we don't have much time for leisure. As for you, Ellie, your family and friends, you must understand that they will all have to be your enemies. Without this clear understanding, you may be placing your companions in a situation where it may cost them their lives. Yes, I understand. Very well then. Now go and get some rest.
What about Faye? Very queenly. Faye, go with Shevat. Your father Khan would have wanted you to. Is this where we rest? It's like the first door we can go in. It's the bedroom. Not bad.
Reminds me of the Princess and the Neverending Story. Yeah, and then Balthazar, too. That's very never-ending story as well. That's a rather old picture. Is it a picture of a family? Parents, a girl, and a younger brother. Everyone seems to be smiling happily. All right. Can't rest there. See if there's a door on this side. There is. Oh, here we go. A little bit more dramatic. Look at that ray tracing. Beautiful. Whoa. Okay. Take me up. Oh, Maria.
Are you finished talking to the queen? What do you all plan on doing? Are you gonna fight alongside the people of Shevat against Solaris? Everyone's searching for a reason to live. A reason to fight. To understand better the meaning of death. However, that's something we must find on our own and make our own. That's what my grandfather said, though I don't understand what he meant by it. It's already been 5 years since my grandfather brought me to Shevat. Grandfather and the queen always told me not to leave, that I must not go to Solaris alone. There's no other way I could lose to any other gear in my Sibzen. There's no way. I'll step on all those Solarians with Sibzen. Beat them down. Beat them all down. Why does grandfather and the queen stop me? Don't they care what happens to father? Are they just gonna stand by and watch him die? I can't forgive the people who tortured father, and those who silently stand by and watch. Even as we speak, my father in Solaris, he may be...
I know, Maria. It's okay. Hey, I fished a dark rock out of a giant fish. Would you maybe want it? I don't know what to do with this thing, but all signs pointed to it being important. You got any use for a big dark rock? Hey, go with Shevat. Your father Khan would have wanted you to. I seriously doubt any spy would be able to get in. As I expected, since we have new people from the surface, there's increased security. You never know what might happen. If anything ever happened to the queen, oh, it'd be disastrous. You can't just talk like that.
Long ago, I heard that a little choo-choo was taken from the town by wise men. I haven't heard what happened after that. I hope that choo-choo's doing well.
This is the library where many books are gathered. This place is packed with many ancient books that you cannot find on the surface. If you're a book fanatic, you'd drool over books, like our first-run prints, limited books, autographed books, banned books, oh, and mountains of hard-to-find books, and more mountains of books. Oh, it's too much. Well, setting that aside, if there's something you want to know about from the past, it'd be good to go in and talk to the librarians. Don't worry, it's their job anyway to tell the new people from the surface about the past. This guy would have loved the bookshelf. What's up, Card? How are you? Yeah, people bring it up. People bring it up. Surviving through the Great War of 500 years ago and the Diablos collapse, we and the rest of our comrades secluded ourselves in Shevat. At the time, Shevat was being constructed at the tip of Babel Tower, but we were able to escape to the sky before Solaris once again ascended to power over the land. Since then, we've been wandering the skies while overlooking the activities of the lands below. The mountains of books is just a few rings. Listen, it's all relative. It's all relative, Misha. I think more than 3 is a mountain. They've been in the sky for 500 years. Please understand. You're probably already aware of this, but this Shevat is protected by a special gate made possible by an ancient technology. Even Solaris cannot break this barrier. Because of that, we were able to avoid being invaded to this day. But even with that, we don't have the power to attack Solaris either. It's a stalemate. Basically, we've just been glaring at each other. There are tons in the back.
After the war, Solaris used a gate, like ours, to separate itself from the surface. And then, they erased all memory of their existence from the surface dwellers. Due to this, the surface dwellers are still not aware that they've been secretly dominated by Solaris all alone. To be born into a false reality, to grow up in it, and to die in it, without ever approaching the truth. Oh, that is the life of a surface dweller.
Crazy.
The reason mankind was able to make it through and survive certain death 500 years ago was because the power of these giants created through God's wisdom. Rani Fatima and the other young fighters piloted these giants and destroyed the heart of Diablos. Seeing an opportunity to counterattack, mankind desperately stood up against Diablos and successfully annihilated them. Rani Fatima, Queen Zephyr, and the rest of the young ones put their lives on the line and won back the future for this world.
Rani Fatima? Huh, isn't that my ancestor? So you're saying my ancestor Rani fought alongside Queen Zephyr? Huh.
Those giants which fought long ago to save us, an existence which surpasses all other gears. They are the legendary Omnigears. One of them is the treasure of the Ave royal family, which is currently resting somewhere within the continent of Ignis. But I can't guarantee that.
After the war and the collapse of Diablos, similarly to the land dwellers, the heavily beaten Solaris forces began to pull back and retreat to their home country, taking along with them vast numbers of land dwellers as slaves. We couldn't stop them. The only way for the war-torn land dwellers to survive was to depend on Solaris. After that brief moment of hope, Solaris once again began to reign over our lives. A cold and harsh era had begun. 500 years have passed, and still their reign continues. No one knows how long this is going to last.
Yes? No way. Really? And you didn't think to tell everybody? What about everybody on the surface? Wow.
At one point, Solaris and its Gazelle Ministry, made up of the 12 Elders, dominated the world with more military might than they have presently. The people on the land were treated like slaves. If any of them resisted, they were quickly and mercilessly dealt with. They treated the people as if they weren't living beings. Eventually, people on the surface began to rebel from all parts, and ultimately led to the Solaris-Shevat War 500 years ago.
The Great War that unfolded between Solaris and Shevat 500 years ago. It was a heroic battle, with the freedom and independence of the land dwellers at stake. The rebel army, which centered around Shevat, was successful at attacking the inner citadel of Solaris, but only with tremendous sacrifices. However, before we almost made it, the unthinkable happened. A new enemy appeared that even Solaris had not anticipated. That was when the nightmare began.
The nightmare never seen before. A nightmare that we pray we would never have to see again. Holy shit.
Diablos, the sudden appearance of the mysterious army put a full stop to the battle between the humans 500 years ago. Those angels of death, utterly unrivaled, with no fear or mercy, their only intention was to eradicate all life on the planet. Even Solar's proudest gear battalions were mere flies to them. Nothing stopped them as they indiscriminately slaughtered and trampled upon countless lives. At that time, people were certain that the end of the world was approaching. Dominated by feelings of constant fear and hopelessness, it was a dreadful life.
But then Queen Zephyr and Rani Fatima came in and saved the day 500 years ago. The powerless are maimed and slaughtered, all because of those crazed leaders give out one bloodlusted order. It doesn't matter how advanced their technology or culture is, it's the same thing. Not one thing has changed over the years. Oh, it's gotten so sad you can almost laugh. Ha! How long does this have to last? This is the Tactical Command Room. Currently, we are keeping track of the activities of both Solaris and the land and collecting data. Lately, there's been a lot of unusual activity down on the surface. You think Solaris found something?
This song owns, yeah.
Maria has truly done so much for us. As of now, many of us consider her to be the guardian angel of Shevat. Regardless of how well she can control Sebzen, she's still only 13 years old. She's probably worried sick about her father who's been captured by Solaris.
Balthazar has strongly told Maria not to leave Shevat under any circumstances. He probably said that because he knows that if provided with the chance, that child would immediately try to fly off to Solaris, all by herself to rescue her captured father, riding on the Sebzen. Yeah, this rocks.
That which the Gazelle Ministry of Solaris desperately seeks is the 12 Anima relics created by God's wisdom. Okay, lock in. The merging of an Anima relic and a gear can produce an Omni gear. But the subjects must be in suitable synchronization or else the transformation will not occur. Some of the Anima relics have been discovered, but there are still more left undiscovered, sleeping deep in the earth. Even if we have been devoting much to the search, but to no avail. Interesting. The power of the Omnigears was so great that they could even hold back Diablo's collapse 500 years ago. If any more of these fall into the hands of the enemy, our future, and even those of the land dwellers, will be... Oh, I implore you, land dwellers. We require your assistance. Shevat must collect the remaining Anima relics by any means necessary.
So the Anima relics were created by God's wisdom. I wonder if that's truly the case. All in all, that unit is meant to merge with something inorganic. That would be the proper assumption. It is foolish of human to depend on such things. Oh my, I've said too much. Forget what I said.
Okay.
As I've stated before, I don't like to talk about hunches, ideas, foreshadowings, considerations, but just know I got them. Oh, we already talked to this person. Just know, there are in the corkboard of my mind, there's thumbtacks and string being tied around a bunch of different things right now. The scientists of Solaris had bitter experiences in the revolt by the lambs 500 years ago, so they decided to do some work on the lambs. They inserted various limiters so that they would never be able to revolt. For the past 500 years, Solaris controlled the lambs' consciousness, behavior, and all. Naturally, the lambs don't know anything about it, and that makes it even more unforgivable, although it is highly efficient.
Wow, this is like floating lore city.
This land is a testing ground for Solaris. Their objectives are genetic engineering, crossbreeding, and mind control. They want to collect data for the newly created organisms and general combat data. Lambs are mere livestock to be raised for Solaris purposes. The ethos was established mainly to control the lambs. What? Collecting combat data? Then this war that's lasted for hundreds of years on the Ignis continent, it was just a farce? Plotted by Solaris? Oh, it's not a farce. To them, it is an important simulation under strict restrictions. Creating appropriate organisms that can align themselves with the anima relics is one of their important objectives. In any case, the lambs will continue to be Solaris guinea pigs unless someone stops them. The limiter restrains the lamb's abilities, but there may be a way to remove it. Torah Melchior. He used to be one of the 3 sages of Shevat. He must know a way to remove the limiter. The whereabouts of the 3 sages, Melchior, Balthazar, and Gaspar, have not been known since the Great War. There's even a rumor that they lost faith in humans because of the tragedy in Nisan. Solaris activities have increased once again. I wonder where they are, and what they're up to. Is that a chest? No, I guess not. Cool. Cool. Oh, she's not going home. She's locked in. She's in. She understands. She's gonna lose, her family and friends are her enemies. She gets it now. Further down is the prison. It hasn't been used for several hundred years, though. It isn't anything worth seeing. Well, I guess you could say we had a similar barbaric phase like the Land Dwellers. I'll be the judge of that. I'd love to hang out in Solaris, though. Whoa, it's Big Hat Logan. This is where we keep the criminals in their cells. It's been said that soldiers from Solaris were locked up in here long ago. I've heard we've even done many atrocious things at that time. War's like that. It abolishes good and bad. One betrays friends, neighbors, even his own flesh and blood. War turns even good, kind humans into crazed monsters. I was expecting to say the prison was now just a storage unit. That would have been really cool. Yeah, we haven't locked anybody up in a long time, so we kind of just use it to store junk. This is a carbonite cage that petrifies humans alive. Regardless of whether it was only used on criminals, it is still heinous. No matter how you look at it, they've sure thought of cruel things. By the way, you land dwellers know about the Nisan tragedy during the Great War? Did you hear anything from the higher-ups? No. I doubt they told you. Those old men politely avoid talking about it. Do they think the truth will disappear if they turn away from the past? Bunch of fools. Be careful, land dweller. You will have a terrible time if you open up your heart to those old men, just like they did in Nisan 500 years ago. All right, well, are you going to give me a little more context? No? So unhelpful. Yeah, after 500 years, please understand. It's a lot of time to collect. Make a hoarder out of a minimalist. Wow, there's so much in here. It just keeps going. Who are you? This is a machine to put brutal criminals and dangerous monsters to sleep. It isn't expected to be used again, but it's ready anytime just in case. Anyone who has no business here should leave. Get out. Right now. Okay. That day, 500 years ago, that woman was definitely here. There was no other alternative but to be a captive. We could have won at the cost of many sacrifices, only if that traitor hadn't disappeared with the woman. The escaped woman freed the beast. The beast sucked human blood and ate their flesh and tore the world apart. Excuse me, miss. You remember the girl who was like an angel and was sacrificed in the Great War? I can picture Zephyr and the followers' confusion. They were the ones who were actually responsible for the death of Sophia. In actuality, we are still being punished for that crime 500 years ago. It feels almost ridiculous. Huh! Sophia, eh? Alright.
So there's so much lore, man. It's just torrential. But I'm putting it together. The pieces, they're in my head. We're back to the music. That Great War 500 years ago. Oh, I can remember it like it was yesterday. Something I can't get myself to forget. Many lives were lost, much love, many dreams, friends, those irreplaceably important things in our lives were scarred and left to bleed. Are those days going to return once again? I don't want my children or grandchildren to go through that nightmare.
You humans are truly unusual living beings, aren't you? You're all like shattered fragments of a mirror.
So much. There's so much. What is this? We've been flying up in the sky, right? It isn't easy getting supplies. We can't just go and get all our own supplies either. We made it this far somehow, but if the situation continues like this, we better do something. That's alright. It's a small little, it's like a amusement park ride for kids in the middle of the palace, so that the adults can go in and talk about business and geopolitics, and the kids can just ride in these little boxes for a half hour. This month is going to be a very tight, too. We must cut down on rations a little to make it. Everyone will probably gripe about that. Oh, what am I gonna do? Those are all the shoes right there. So hungry. Whatever you do, it all goes back to food. You got that? Food. For me, I get the feeling I'm most alive when I'm eating. I mean, isn't that the same with you guys? You eat to live, or you live to eat? We don't even know, do we? I bet those Solarians are always eating all the good stuff. Ah, man, it's unforgivable. We're still running around in the sky because of that war that broke out 500 years ago. It doesn't make any sense. Why do we have to suffer for what our ancestors did? What do you think? Can't even get fresh ingredients for meals. I've had it. Dude, get a parachute.
Oh, welcome. You look good, Faye. The meal will be ready soon. Please join us and eat to your heart's content.
Yui? But why are you here?
Oh, didn't I tell you before? I was born here. After you left the village, I decided to return to Shevat, along with the survivors of the village, because the soldiers from Ave and Kislev were showing up around there.
I see. I'm sorry for putting so much trouble on you.
What are you saying? It's not your fault. There's nothing to worry about. The people from the village understood after they came here and heard the story. They couldn't blame only you for that incident because Solaris was behind it.
Yeah, but... Excuse me.
Who's this lady? Oh, you've never met her before. This is Doc's wife, Yui. The wife of Shitan?
Ha, I take it you are Bart, the orca of the desert, right? I've heard a lot about you. You've been quite busy. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. How do you do?
Have you met the queen? If you haven't, go say hello to her as soon as possible.
Okay. Then I'll see you later.
Ichu, my friend.
Yeah, it rules.
Midori really talks a lot. It's amazing how much stuff you have to talk about. We can have a conversation without talking? Have you forgotten already?
She speaks in vibes. She's just mind talking with the choo-choos.
Diddle-oo. Oh, and you are? I feel like I've met you before. You resemble Khan, the one who taught us the art of fighting. Nobody knows his whereabouts after he went down to the surface on the Queen's mission. I doubt something bad happened to him, considering his skills. But I wonder where he is.
You just arrived from the surface, didn't you? I've heard about you. You say you saved our colleague captured by the Ethos. Well, thank you very much for that. I wish they'd give me a mission. I'd teach those damn Solarians a lesson. I didn't see Dan. You didn't miss any convo.
Did I talk to these guys?
Krellian holds the true power in Solaris is what I'm saying. The irony of fate. Once that man fought alongside Rani Fatima, Queen Zephyr, and Lacan against Solaris. To protect Shevat from the outside, the ancient technology of the gate is used. It's fundamentally the same thing as the stuff Solaris had planted on the surface. Even with Solaris technology, the gate cannot be broken through. But at times, I come to think about whether this gate is only for protecting us from Solaris. Maybe that man left this gate behind to separate us, to isolate us from the rest of the world. If that was his intention, then Krellian's indeed dreadful. Does that man's resentment run that deep? Long ago, humans were with God in a paradise in the sky called Mahanan. The place was protected by the power of God. Humans were never exposed to the fear or danger of death. However, one day, humans entered God's forbidden garden and ate a fruit which bestowed upon them tremendous intelligence and power. God found out about the incident, and the humans were banished from the paradise. The prosperous times were over. An era of sorrow and hatred began. That was the first part of the legend of Genesis that was passed on from long ago. They say a legend such as this contains some truth to it. Humans banished from the paradise were foolish enough to revolt against God. In order to resist the power of God, they created 12 anima relics and called themselves gods. For 10 days, 10 nights, the world shed its blood. Mahanan was enveloped in flames, but human strength was no match for God, and the arrogant humans were destroyed by God's anger. Only a few righteous men were left on the land. However, God was also tired and wounded. He decided to rest in the deepest depths of the earth. God's rest was long, but eternity is only a moment to God. Since then, the righteous men who didn't revolt against God had to live in the harsh nature by themselves, being in constant fear of death. The legend also says the following. When the righteous man's children were born again, God will awaken from his long rest and give a helping hand to them. If the legend is true, what will the awakening God bring the people? What kind of existence is God? On the right side of the big long table, on the left side of the big long table, that was the guy that said, "I'm sick and tired of being in the sky. I can't even get fresh ingredients." And I said, "You should invest in a parachute." We talked to that guy.
It is not known how much of the Genesis legend is true. However, the anima relics made through God's wisdom do exist. Solaris Gazelle Ministry is desperate to find the anima relic in Mahanan, a place known to be God's resting place. If Solaris attains that power, no one will be able to stop them. What will happen to the world then? Yeah, just a short and balding, grown man. Last we've seen Dan was at the tournament. I think we've seen everything. I'm exhausted. If I never read another line of dialogue, it'd be too soon. No disrespect. This is the light rail room. My proper noun information sponge brain is overloaded. That was the bald guy. So that old man there, and then there's Yui, Midori, Choo-Choo, and old guy. Yeah, no Dan. No Danny. Talk to both of them. Of course. Oh, God, did I go in all three of these doors? I don't think I did. Balthazar brought Maria to Shevat about 5 years ago, along with that Siebzen. Balthazar said he sneaked into Solaris by himself and tried to save Dr. Nicola and Maria. He laughed as he told me that he managed to escape with Maria and take that Siebzen as a souvenir.
Maria's father, Dr. Nikolai, was captured by Solaris and nothing has been heard from him since. In any case, I'm sure he's being forced to do some research on gears. If they develop Siebzen further into a new gear weapon and start mass producing them, well, to say the least, it would be more than we could ever handle.
Ah, I see. You're the son of Khan. Have you met Queen Zephyr yet? She still can't forget about the tragedy in Nasan during the Great War 500 years ago. Oh, even though it's not her fault. I assume she can't forgive herself for betraying and abandoning her fellow members, though she had no knowledge of what was going on. I may have said too much. I'm not supposed to know anything. Anyhow, keep up the good work in overthrowing Solaris, young man. Okay. All right. When the baby got car sick, exactly. Join the Nissan Nation. Nissan Skyline. All right, Queenie. We talked to everybody. Now tell us what the hell's going on here. Have you decided? My heart is set. All right. Huh? What was that shaking all about?
Your Majesty! Was that enemy?
Your Majesty, something dreadful has... What's the meaning of this? Yes, that is... We have an intruder in the dock area. The gate generator has been destroyed. What? What's the damage report? Yes, subsystems are destroyed. Gate generation has dropped 70% from normal. We're devoting everything to firefighting and repairs. It will still take some time. What of the intruder? Yes, we believe it's just a lone Gebler soldier. It seems the individual has escaped to the number 17 hangar.
Number 17 hangar bay. Siebzen!
Maria, wait. It is too dangerous to go by yourself.
But we can't just let the spy be...
Your Majesty, We have our hands full just trying to fight the fire on the shield generator. If someone doesn't do something, it's possible we'll have more losses.
I'll be fine. I can go it alone.
Maria, what can you do now when you don't even have Siebzen?
Are you out of your mind?
Ugh.
Yeah, Maria, are you out of your mind? Then should we go down with Maria? It's the Gebler, right? I'm still ticked off at him. I'll take him on. Is it fine with you, Faye? Please, take care of Maria. And be careful out there. Let's get going, Maria.
Let's all go together.
This may be asking for too much, but would it be possible to have one of you stay behind, with the Queen? We do not have the combat experience, and, well, if something ever happened to the Queen... Alright, I got it. Then one of us should stay behind. Who will you leave here? Bart. It makes sense. He's gonna try and warm up and try and learn a little bit more about Grandma Ronnie or Grandpa Ronnie or whatever. Maria has joined the party. Cool. All right. What are we looking at level-wise and everything? Level 48. Cool. Right in line with everybody else. Insane that they didn't give her in our party with full health, but whatever. Let's check what she has equipment-wise. Battle dress. Silver beret. Bodyguard. Blocked physical effects. Robo beam. Shoot head laser beam. Robo missile shoots rear missiles. All right. So then we slap that other dealio on her. Where's my other one? Doubler. All right, let's give this a try. We're going back to the hangar, right? Was there a save point in any of this?
Oh my, this has gotten serious. It seems you can't get in because of emergency security. But you're all lucky. A legendary vendor like me happens to be here through coincidence. I've got a line of quality goods, sir. So if you've got anything you need, don't hesitate to ask. What shall it be?
Oh, weapons, armor, gear parts? Oh, that's making it feel like it's gonna be a whole thing, huh? Gonna be a whole thing, huh? Hang on. Hang on, let's go to Siebzen. Come on. $18,000 HP is crazy. Wow. We need to equip that new rod on Ellie. Good. Siebzen has extra armor 4, and HP 30. I mean, maybe we just give something that raises response time. Because the attack is off the charts. So if we just have like super fast response, we might be doing really well for ourselves. Everybody else is good on health. I don't remember a save point. Robots must have superhuman abilities? Yeah. I don't remember seeing maybe there's one at the bottom of this? I can't recall. Can I save right here? Is this considered a world map? Damn. Worth a try. It was worth a try. All right, here goes nothing.
It's no use. The defensive shutter is closed.
Isn't there another way to go down to the hangar?
We may be able to go down if we use the emergency shaft, but it's not normally used.
I don't care. We can't waste time here anyway.
You're right. They won't wait for us. I see. The entrance to the shaft is just above here.
Whoa. All right.
This is it. We can go down by entering the shaft from here.
Fine, then let's go.
There's a save point just on the other end, too.
Nope. All right, let's see her new abilities, eh? Ooh. These are heartless. Can we all agree? Are we all in agreement? These are Kingdom Hearts heartless. Look at Maria. What a crazy combat stance. Shoots rear missiles. Oh. So ridiculous. Was that on the Super Nintendo? Yeah. Unification increases power. Oh. Wow. Insane, actually. Is this really not done? I'm dead. That's dead. That's dead. That's a game over. I don't know when the last time I saved was. Because I don't have that done on Faye. I literally have no idea when the last time I saved was. It was before all of that conversation. I have no idea.
This whole deal gets stranger by the minute.
It was before we even got here. It was before we even entered. We're fighting what's-her-face for the first time. There was not a single save point in all of Shevat. That's crazy. I went in literally every single room. Wow. All right. So I have to think about what we did. We had the queen, obviously. A lot of dialogue. But I think the only dialogue that's like a problem, the only one that I would want to like check in on is Yui. Where? Where was a save point? What the fuck? I guess. I don't know. You said no, there was. You seemed eager to prove me wrong, so answer. All right, so we did this. I'm trying to think about what else. So Dark Rock. I think that's the only item that I got. I'm just thinking about retracing my steps here. Talk to the queen. I would want to talk to Yui and Midori. Everybody else is just lore. In one of the houses in the main city, but the assumption would be that you wouldn't be able to go back down there before this whole thing happened. Is that a reasonable, like, moving through the world, going down the elevator vibe? Or am I crazy? All right. By main city, I'm assuming you mean like the old capital part. Not the temple, because we couldn't have done anything in the hangar. We couldn't get down there. They forced us into the emergency evacuation zone. That fight's no big deal. Just trying to think if there's anything else I, like, needed. Maybe I'll grab the strategy guide just to be sure that I didn't, like, miss anything super wide. Oh, wait, no, this is the EPUB. It shows up in, like, this. The most unhelpful file you've ever seen in your life. I downloaded the wrong thing. Hang on. So from Floating City of Thames, which is where we looked up the the card game. Let's go ahead. Let's go to... No. Babel Tower. All right, here we go. I think I've done everything that I'm able to do here. We got that for telling Choo Choo the truth. We got the Dusk Rock. Took that. No, I got the Dark Rock. I don't know what those are. So I can't get those. Spiderweb, Rocking Horse, Mirror, we did that. Find a room in the ruined house. Says rocking horse. Step on the stone elevator outside. Take it to your abandoned home. Cross garbage into the door. First room. Talk to the doll. I didn't get that. I got the dark rock, so I'll go and get that. Well-deserved rest. One in the room to the east of Queen Zephyr's chambers. Okay. I thought I went in all of those. I'm just advancing text, by the way. Unless I saved and missed something and just loaded a save that I don't remember saving in the last 4 hours. So we said my heart is set. And that's where we are right there. Okay, so I grabbed the dusk rock, or the dark rock. And I talked to Yui. And I talked to Midori. And I talked to... the choo-choo that asks if everybody's mean. And I go like, yeah, you know, some people are. Not everybody, but like some people are. And he's like, thanks for being so straightforward. And he gives me a bunch of shit. Aside from that, everybody else is just text. I don't think that there was any other spot. 43:36. Yeah, that's the most recent time I saved. I didn't run into a single save in the past 2.5 hours. Unless I walked past it. I talked to her down here. She tells me the story. I just want to make sure I cover all my bases. Yeah, it's not much. Most of it's just text. And I don't think, like, there are gonna be dialogue triggers that required me to pass a flag way earlier or something like that. That's really, like, the only thing that would make me nervous is, like, you didn't talk to the grandma in the main floor in the floating city area. And so now, 50 hours later, I mean, what would it be? You miss an item? Like, who cares? You know? I'm not too worried about it. But I'm just trying to think it all through. Because, I mean, what else am I going to do? The old man didn't ask you to bury him on the earth. Okay, that's one. We can do that. We talked to this guy. He just kind of gives us an overview of the whole vibe of the zone. Maybe that's what I didn't do because I kept just going forward. I didn't do this. And that's where the save point is. Okay. So it's not like I saw something and neglected it. Okay, we want... This guy asks if people are my friends. Not necessarily. And he's like, here's a bunch of stuff. Okay. I don't think we bought anything. No, we did. We did. I bought armor and stuff from the guy upstairs. So we'll top off on this. Give me a few of these, I guess, too. This is a shame. This is a real shame. Talk to this guy. Okay. Dynamite rod. War mail. War helm. We'll equip this stuff. I've got so much stupid shit in my inventory. I gotta get it all out of here. Bart doesn't need it because he's gonna be leaving the party. He's not gonna be in combat. I'm gonna sell a bunch of stuff. Keep all that ammo. Accessories. All right, here we go. Sell these. Memento chain, sell that. Power ring, sell that. Speed ring, you can keep that. Stamina ring, sell those. Iron mail, sell. Stamina ring S, sell. Pilot uniform, keep. It's kind of fun. Glasses, keep. Anti-eth stone, night mail, sell. Ether veiler, keep. Ether stone, keep. Iron helmet, sell. Cool shades, keep. Ether doubler, keep. Gallant belt, sell. War night helm, sell. All right. You're good, Axel. What are you playing? What are you racing in? Do I know what racing you're playing? Okay. I mean, where else did I go, man? Hot Pursuit Remastered. Cool, cool, cool. Don't need that. Once you have the Dawn, Dusk, and Dark Rocks, go down the first stone elevator you see when you enter the old capital. Go down the staircase, go to the doorway on the rest, jump on the stone elevator and press X and insert 3 rocks. Choose the option to go up. You'll be taken to a hidden room filled with lots of items. I'm not going to do that. ever. So I'm not going to do the dark rock. Do not care. What I do want is the guy that down here, the gear salesman. Okay, tune up, engine, K35. And that armor is crazy. Vierge. And the armor is crazy. Yeah, she needed it more than he did. Oh, I started playing it when you did Life is Crime because I was hoping Need for Speed would win. Nice, nice. Okay. So that's good. Then we go to the old building. Shit, man. I went too fast. All right, back to the old city. We got to go to the old house that Maria's in. Because I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Let me just triple check. Because I don't really want to do it all again. After defeating Stevenson, you'll see Shevat. At this point, Queen Zephyr wants to see Faye. It's at this time Maria introduces herself. Step onto the circular stone. Center of the room. Press the X button to ride it to the top. Stone elevator deposits you on the town map. Enter the old capital of Shevat, Aphel, Aura, and explore the town. Speak and tell them not necessarily true to get some stuff. Weapon shop with terrific upgrades for Ellie, along with war mail and war helms for everyone. In the room full of choo-choos, go down the elevator dominated by the fountain in the middle. Walk onto the western balcony and speak to the woman who, for 50 gold, will give you a spider web that you can use to go fishing. You may already have a spider web if you grabbed one in Faye's house way back at the beginning of the game. No. To fish, you must jump up to the top of the fountain that you're on the very top. Okay, your goal is to find a room in a ruined house, which has a wooden rocking horse on it. Step onto the stone elevator outside the gear shop, takes you to an abandoned home. Cross the dusk sky bridge, enter the door in the first room, talk to the doll. Dusk Rock, not doing that. Wooden cabinet after Maria leaves. We got the dark rock from the fish's mouth. I already did that. I'm not going to do it again. Back in the town map, face the white statue, press X. Talk to Wiseman and Maria, then go through the next set of doors. Queen Zephyr wants Faye to take on Solaris. Leave the room and enter the door in the west. Climb the stairs to the very top, speak to Maria. Head down the memory cube in the main hall and save your game. In the morning, return to Zephyr's chambers, and when she asks if you're all right, say my heart is set, and we're good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there was fishing, but it wasn't like really fishing. It was just like kind of fishing. It wasn't super exciting. You're not missing much. I wish it was a little bit more, fully featured than it was. It was really just a means to get a key item, which is cool. I thought I pressed all of this. Okay, I guess I did not. I'm not going to do it just because I don't want to have some shit in my inventory, but I guess I missed that. Even though I really thought I tapped on everything in here. Okay. Do this. Oh, I gotta tell the old man to get buried in the earth. Did you give your grandma a call, Geroid? Obviously not at 10 o'clock at night. I don't know. My grandma liked to stay up late. I'll be honest. My grandma would stay up late and sleep in. All right. Now I want to just talk to the guy and tell him that we'll spread his ashes around the earth. Nice. All right, old man. Family made tacos and left nearly no chicken over so that I could eat. Damn it, Alpha, I'm sorry. I almost said Axel. We had tacos here too. It's just taco night. Didn't Axel make tacos too? Taco Monday? They sure do. They sure do. Wise men? So this door had a save point that I neglected? Nope. And the other one is the tower going up and up and up and up and up. Huh, whatever. All right. Yeah, technically what we do is we actually do Zataran's black beans and rice. We make one of these. And then we put corn chicken pieces in these. Because Minky Moo's vegetarian. And that's whenever we have burritos or tacos or anything in that zone, what I mean to say is we're doing like a black beans and rice with a meatless meat in it. And then slicing up some lettuce and cheese and heating up some corn tortillas and the whole works. I'm looking to see what the weather's gonna be. It's still 80% chance of rain on Wednesday. Damn, dude. I wanted to go to the baseball game. Probably order some Moo food, which I definitely don't want to do. Yeah, it sucks. So we want to talk to Yui. Right? Just so that we get like Yui and Midori checked off. And that's really it. Nobody else gave me anything here. At any point. Go up here and talk to Maria. You finished talking to the queen? What you plan on doing? Yeah, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you, don't you worry. We gotcha, we gotcha. Alright. I mean, did she say anything else? Sorry, I didn't mean to run away. Nope. We're good. Alright. The way the music harshly cuts off. So that there's one on the east side of this area. So like down probably this. No, I went in all those. This room? I did not go in this room. I talked to the lady and then didn't go into the room. That's a shame. I talked to her. She was the first person I talked to here, but I was like, I'm just gonna go around full counterclockwise, and then I didn't go in this last room because I talked to her. Okay, where is... Nope. Yui. If you're just coming in, if at any point you popped in and you're like, wow, this person doesn't give a shit about this game, I assure you I care a lot about this game. I read literally every single line of dialogue in every single one of these rooms. But I missed the one room that had the save point because I talked to the lady outside and then went, I'll go counterclockwise. And then by the time I was done with the hours of exposition provided, I just slipped that I didn't go through that door at first. this was supposed to be the last door I go through. And by the time I got back here, I thought that I had already went in it as the first door that I went through. So I just wound up not going through it at all. And so... So that's a shame. That's a shame. I'm sorry for the undercut. I had a little bit of momentum going. I mean, it was a lot of fucking dialogue. I wouldn't necessarily call it momentum. It was a lot to learn, but I think my brain was already swamped even before we got to any combat. And that's what happened. Because I got to that one fight with Faye, and I went to use triangle square X, because for 10 hours or whatever, I didn't have Faye in the party. I haven't realized how far behind Faye is on death blows compared to everybody else. Billy, Bart, Shitan, they all have maxed out death blows. Everybody except for Faye. Look, Bart has literally every single one. And so I went and I did triangle square X to use Faye's death blow and missed it, and it led to me dying in that fight, which sucks, but whatever. I think we'll call it here, because when we start tomorrow, we'll get the lead in with the cutscene where we kind of declare our allegiance and then understand that there's a somebody breaking in, shields are down, and then we go down the elevator and we get into things with Maria and the party. Cool? Thanks everybody for being here. Sorry for the double up there at the end, but you know, it happens. It happens. It's just the nature of things around here. So, it's the nature of things with games in general. So, thanks everybody. Until the next one. Till tomorrow. If you're watching on YouTube, I will see you in the next episode.